Okay, so we're getting ready to go on this exciting upward move when it comes to Shiba Inu. I've expressed how high I think we can get during this market cycle, but if you guys weren't familiar, my projections are somewhere about a 10x from the last all-time high. I think we can get up to that 3088 level. As always, this is not financial advice, guys. And we need some things to happen to get there. We obviously need, adoption happen with shibarium. We need big burns to happen. We need emerging techs to really roll out in shib. I think all this stuff can be a big catalyst for Shiba Inu. Obviously, it's got big optics throughout the industry, but also throughout the world too. But there's a mistake that people keep making. We're still even seeing it at this time during this part of the market cycle. And it's something that you need to remember as we move into the bull run. And the issue is that most people don't have a profit-taking strategy, okay? Just because, for example, I say as we go on this theoretical run to 3088, this 100x from essentially where we're at right now, that doesn't mean that I'm waiting until that point to when I start taking profit, okay? I'm taking profit along the way. As always, you guys can do whatever you want. Follow your own strategy, okay? But we know that these pullbacks happen. We know that it isn't straight up and to the right in the charts. That typically doesn't happen. Okay, that's a fantasy land. All right. We're all in this space mostly in this space for one reason, right? Obviously, we love emerging tech, but we also want to make money at the same time. And you're not doing yourself a favor if you're not taking profit along the way. There's a lot of people that got stuck in this last market cycle because they didn't realize that these bear markets happen. They didn't take profit. So now a lot of people are deep in the hole. I've actually gotten very good at taking profit over the years. If you guys didn't know this, I've actually been trading for over 2 decades. I may not look like it. Maybe I look super young. I started managing my own stock portfolio when I was still in grade school. Okay. I've been trading for a very long time. I was a pattern day trader, and I got very good at securing gains because I have a profit taking strategy. In crypto, it's actually a little easier. Because remember, every 4 years, we go through these market cycles. So it's something to maybe consider and try to practice and get better at. Maybe you secure your initial investment early on. That's probably not a bad idea. I've done that with a lot of meme coins recently. I'm not saying I've gotten into a bunch of meme coins, but the ones that I've gotten into, I've made sure I've secured that initial investment very early on, because then it's just house money. But you guys can obviously do what you want. Now, guys, if you haven't seen the Grape price, it went live on Bitmart, and oh my gosh, it's $160 a coin right now. Okay, we've obviously talked about the channel sponsor Grape and the layer 1 chain that they're building. It's emerging tech, right? It's a Web 4 infrastructure for a decentralized internet. It's a big deal. And right now, guys, you can still get into the presale. Even with the coin live, even with that $160 a coin, you can still get into the presale at $23 a coin. That's a huge, huge opportunity. As always, this is not financial advice. You guys can do what you want, but I want to outline this for you guys. So right now, with it at $160, I don't think it's going to stick here. I do think it is going to settle down a bit. I think it's going to pull back, settle somewhere into that, again, $40, $50 to $60 range. And that's still obviously above what the presale is. Now, what you need to realize is if you get into this presale, your coins are going to be staked for 120 days. Now, Grape is going to reward you for doing that. If you guys get in via my referral link here, which is right here, it's going to be on in the description below. I'll make sure I leave that for you guys. You're getting an additional 10% bonus on top of what you contribute to the presale. You're also going to get the GGT bonus, which is actually the governance token. So you get an additional token on top of Grape. And then you also get a 20% APY on top of those, of everything that you have staked for that 120 days. So it's a big deal. I've talked about this many times. I've talked about it being a huge opportunity. I love what Grape is building. And obviously the price speaks for itself. Obviously there's huge interest in what they're building right now. Like I said, I do expect this to calm down a little bit, especially, as we get into larger liquidity pools, as we get into more exchanges, that is really what I think is going to make the Grape price even out a little bit more and just create more opportunity, more optics, and then as they roll out the actual chain itself, it's a big opportunity. So as always, you guys can do what you want. But again, I'll leave those links in the description below. Make sure you guys check out Grape if you guys haven't already. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you get your strategies ready, guys. I think that this is going to be a wild ride in 2024, 2025, as we work through mass adoption, as we get into the big days for Shiba Inu. Believe it or not, the biggest days are not in the past. The biggest days are ahead of us. these rollouts that Shiba Inu right now is getting ready to put in place are going to be big, not just for Shiba Inu, but for the entire crypto ecosystem. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Show your support below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.